Hey, welcome to another episode of Mastermind Master Talk. And we have come up once again with amazing talk show, with amazing people, with amazing topic. Are you all ready for it? So here is what we are going to give you today. Stay tuned till the end because what is coming on your way is going to simply blow your mind. When I said it, do you know the impact of it? And in fact, whatever you say or tell to yourself, do you know the impact of that? So we are going to decode this in very magical way that whatever you speak, how it is impacting your own self, your body, your business, and your profession and your surrounding as well. Let's welcome others. This is Kumar Gaurav, Business Abundance Coach. Let's welcome all others who are the expert to whom we are going to listen to this. Over to you, Abhishek. So what are you going to share? What do you have?
I welcome all of you, and let me be grateful and thankful to you because you choose to. You can doing anything, but you choose to be here, and I'm grateful to you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for the time and energy that you are giving me here today. And today we are going to talk about a topic which is so important, right? All of you understand the stories are really powerful, right? How many of you must have remembered in your school days that you don't remember exactly the subject you studied, but you still remember the story that happened in school, right? How many of you are familiar with this experience? You still remember what happened, your favorite teacher, what stories went down, right? So, and how many of you have ever realized that the power of stories that we keep on telling ourselves, the stories that we create for ourselves and consume again and again and again, it has a lasting impact on where we are heading and what we are achieving. How many of you realize that? And today, this show is all about the power of affirmations, right? And the stories that we are telling each other while we are doing in our ordinary days of life. So, welcome all, welcome expert, welcome Dr. Ashish and Dr. Gaurav Kumar and Gaurav Gandhi, right? So, friends, what's your opinion? What's the impact of affirmations on your life, and what exactly someone explain me what affirmations is all about?
Yeah. So coming to that, see, when we say affirmation, okay, so what is an affirmation? Affirmation is nothing but a message which we are giving to ourselves, our inner conscious mind, and our thought pattern about a particular way of living or a particular thought pattern which is going to impact the way in which we are going to believe or not believe onto something. So this is when we are coming to the point of stories. We know that facts tell, but stories sell. Okay, so why do I say this, or why is it written so? Because whenever we are just telling a message or we are telling an information, but it does not have any emotions into it, it is not so powerful. Because E is equal to energy, E is equal to emotions. And when it comes to this emotions, this world is an energy frequency. This is an emotional frequency. And when we are telling about emotions, even at any stage, it may be in a when we are in a child state or we are in a growing state, it is all about emotions. Life is all about emotions. And when we have to really take control of our emotions, we have to give some message to ourselves in a daily way in our inner child. Okay, so what Dr. Gaurav Gandhi you have to say about inner child and emotion and how this is so relevant with affirmations?
Absolutely. Thanks, Dr. Ashish and everyone. So I would ask you one question. Let's say you are bad in maths. What happens if you believe you are bad in maths? You don't act like with your full force in your papers, and you start getting less marks. You again feel okay. See, I told you I'm bad in maths, and this force reinforces your belief. So it's called a feedback loop. So many times what happens, what we believe more of that. And then it becomes your feedback loop for you, and you start believing in that. And you start affirming that again and again in your mind. And this creates like, is what you. So how can we change this feedback loop of ours? Any tips, GK, Gaurav Kumar?
Oh, wow. Wonderful. How brilliantly said by you, Dr. Gaurav. Has it ever happened to you that you were as a child and some palmist came in your life? Or it happened with me. That's the reason I asked you this question. I was a child and palmist looked at my palm and he said, you know what? You are never going to get graduated. I said, yeah. What did you say? Is that right? And you know what? He had said it once, but I kept on repeating in my mind several times. Until date, I have never been graduated. You would be surprised to know that. So what I was telling to myself came into reality. Likewise, do you know that whatever you have been speaking, and sometimes you never realize whether you are speaking to yourself in your mind or not, that is going to come into reality. We will decipher in more in detail. Let's move
Yeah.
to Abhishek, what he has to say. Abhishek, over to you.
Yeah. So thanks all of you for touching all those important points. And Dr. Ashish, you said about emotions, right? Emotions are, all of us needs to be happy. We need positive emotions, right? Okay. And affirmations are very, very strong, strong mechanism. I'll say it's a mental tool to give you the right emotions when you want it, right? At the time you want it. You might not be sure when you're entering your office for an interview, right? And you're not sure that you are confident enough, right? When you have practiced the affirmations, I'm confident, I'm strong, and I'm healthy. If you said this to a number of times, and with right emotions, you're habitual, and it comes and it automatically triggers that thing up, right? And this is what the power of it, something which you have practiced for a number of years, and that very time when you're opening the door, you can just connect that emotion of your to that opening the handle and entering, sir, come, may I come in, with that strong emotion that you've practiced for few months or years or so. You can command these emotions at time. And this is where the power of affirmation comes. And I like to turn my attention to Dr. Gaurav Gandhi. What he said is about feedbacks. Feedbacks, all of us, we do something and we then get the result, compare with what you have achieved, and then you go about it, right? Friends, there's a very interesting feedback mechanism which will lead us into future. You will not realize the importance of this. You always take feedback on the past, but what about the feedback on the future? The concept is feedback is outdated now for human beings. It is meant for machines. It never came for, it may came for only managing machines. If you have to manage humans, it has to be a forward feedback, not a backward feedback. When you decide, oh, I want to be rich, I want to increase my sales 10x, I want to satisfy my customer 100 times, and this is what you are repeating your affirmations and telling you exactly, okay, this is what I'm going to get in the future, and this is where I am. And by repeating that affirmations time and again, time and again, time and again, that is a North Pole that I have to reach. And that is where you go. That is, again, comes the power of virtue. Thank you so much. And Dr. Dr. Gaurav Kumar, you have talked about the story of astrologer that you had to. I realize, human beings, are manifestation devices. In our earlier childhood, our rishis and munis they had the power, they have the power to bless us or to curse us, right? And it is based on this strong psychology that someone who tells us this is going to happen, start, because we are thinking more over it. I'm pretty sure that the power of manifestation is very linked to the power of affirmations. What goes in your mind comes in your life. Hi, friends. This is what I have to. What you have to say? Elaborate on this, please.
Dr. Ashish might be speaking on mute, and
He's not on mute, but
somehow his voice is not audible.
Okay, no worries. By the time Dr. Ashish says, yeah, now, yeah, somewhat. It is not very clear, but work on your.
You can intervene any moment, any point of
Yeah.
time, whenever you feel
Yeah.
like, and if we are audible, we will embrace you as well, as always. So, yeah. So, can you try one more time, Dr. Ashish? Say something else. Would love to pick this up. Okay, while he's checking upon, so let me quickly tell you what we are talking about affirmation. Let me clearly give one very important thing. It's not about what you repeat, what you say. Everything what you say is getting manifested right away, right now. In fact, every time what you speak is the declaration to the world. It is known as declaration, it is known as affirmation, it is known as self-talk. Okay, that is going to get manifested, but it is echoing inside your body multiple times, and eventually you see it getting turning into reality as well. We will be decoding more in detail. Not no rush, no rush, no hurry. Let's see more element of it, more petals of it, of this what we just now called it as self-talk, affirmation, or declaration. Over to you, Dr. Gaurugani. What do you have
Yeah.
to say about it?
As we were talking about feedback loops, see, we have, as an example, like once we want to purchase a, let's say, a red Porsche. We start seeing red cars everywhere. You know, the same. We have everything in our vision, but we start seeing the same cars everywhere. So your reticular activating system gets activated. So there's a concept called synchronicity. We synchronize to whatever we are seeing. The same thing as I talk about the feedback loops. Same thing gets repeated, and we get a confirmation bias. Okay, see, I told you. See, I told you. This is what happened to me. This is what happened to me, and I told I'm not good at that, and the same thing happened to you, and you confirmed that. So you have to somehow, if you want to have a change in your life, you will have to change in your situation. You will have to break your confirmation bias. You will have to break your synchronities. You will have to break your feedback loops. You will have to convert your negative feedback loops into positive feedback loops. So aren't affirmations a great thing to convert into a positive feedback loop? But how do we do that?
Yeah.
Anybody can. Ashish, if Ashish is audible now.
Yes. Am I
Yeah.
audible now?
Yeah, you're audible now.
Yes. So as the quote by Brand Tracy, it says, like, information is not power, but applied information is power, and that is what is wisdom. And if we have to take this into concern, the most important thing is, like, whatever we are doing, whatever we are saying to ourselves, because friends, this is very important. Either we are in control of our life conditions, or life conditions are in control of us, and that is going to decide the outcome of this life if we have decided to live the best life. Friends, do you agree on this? Yes.
Yes.
So if we have to take our life conditions into control, we have to actually take control of whatever by default, by whatever means we are saying at every moment to ourselves. This is a default self-talk, or it's called as inner voice, as our mentor says. So either we are in control of our inner voice, or inner voice is in control of us. And this is going to decide the outcome of the day, the outcome of your plan, your business, your life, your relationships. Great. So if we have to take charge of our inner voice, our affirmations, our daily way of thinking, and how we condition our mind to look out for, to reach for, is very important. And the reticular activating system, as Dr. Gaurav Gandhi said, this is the main chief control officer of our inner voice. And realizing we are having a chief control officer inside is going to set the tune for the day. And wonderful discussion going on. Over to Gaurav Kumar for more information on this topic. Great.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Ashish. Let me quickly bring more simplicity to this. So, as you said, feedback mechanism, as you said, that feedback loop, and you also said that what we speak to ourselves. Let me tell you, a single utter of word, or whenever you utter a single word, okay, even about someone else, remember, it is being heard by you first. I want to go back to one example which one of my spiritual mentor keep on quoting, is two things. First example is the example of sugarcane. So sugarcane is first put in the crusher, but the juice is given to first to the crusher, and then it is delivered to the person who is going to consume it. But do you know that before that, the crusher itself has consumed even a drop of that sugarcane juice? It is just with the word what you utter first, it is impacting your own body, and then it is impacting someone else's feeling, body, or their emotion. That's the first example. Second example, do you know what it is? As Gaurav Gandhi was talking, Dr. Gaurav Gandhi was talking about feedback loop. In a simplified manner, what my spiritual mentor had quoted is that what you believe more, you will get proof of that more you get proof of that, more you start believing in that, more you start believing in that, more proof you will continue to attract. So this is the loop, this is the feedback loop, and this exactly what happens with the set of words what you continue to use in your life. And you are, every single time your body is listening, your environment is listening, and it is reflecting in front of you, in you, in your body. So I have just tried simplifying. Let's move and hear from Abhishek. Abhishek, what you have to say?
Yeah, means I remember a story which my friend told me once upon a time, and he was on his way from home to airport, right? And by chance, he forgot to take some photostats of some his important documents that he was to furnish there at the security checkup. So what happened was, to his mind, it came that, oh my God, this airport is so at a far distance place, and there are no photostat machine there, right? So that point, when he started thinking of photostat machine, photostat, where I'll get it done, where to get it, he told me, on that way, when I have never looked even a single photostat machine, I could easily locate on my way at least 15, 20 photostat machine shops there on the way, right? So the thing that comes is, friends, whatever it's in our mind, that is what we see, right? And all of us know that our attention is very limited. We are consuming only seven. We have the power to basically take in only consciously 7 plus minus 2 bits of data. That's a research coming from Carl Pribber. All right. So that is that narrow thing. All right. And if that is the narrowness of your consciousness, then perhaps if you have to change something consciously, you have to consume more of what you are thinking, and you have the choice to control that. What is that 7 plus minus? What is going in that? Right. So that's very, very powerful. As this was also said by Gaurav Kumar, that a single word, is has so much. Before language came, words were like magic. To human evolution, words were like magic. I think there's never a bigger magic created like words before. Because words, you see, I say apple, and different things comes to all of us our minds, right? So just the power of word is so interesting, and it has led to the evolution of the human race itself, right? The word, and what we receive, and what we tell ourselves, that is what we see and how we develop it. Another point I'd like to take up is that Dr. Ashish said about declarations and vibrations, right? Okay. So if supposing we are affirming anything to ourselves, I want to get rich, I want to get rich, I want to get powerful, or I want to serve people. Now, the thing is, this particular repetition has a value to it. Why? Because all of you said that, see, whenever you are saying that, right, and it has an effect on you, are you going to believe what you're saying? Some people say, no, I don't believe this today, right? Okay. So that is gives you a valid point, a check off on your belief system, whether this is working for you or not. That is where you have to deep down next and find out how to work on it, right? That also tells us another way to it, right? What's your experience, right?
Yes. So, wonderful point you have shared, Abhishek, over here. Like many times we say affirmations, but those affirmations they feel like rock. They don't feel connected with us because, what Tony Robbins says is like if we are not identified with some emotions, it is not going to give relevance to our inner child, our inner mind. That I really need this because either we are desperate about something or we are inspired to learn or have to reach some achievement in life. So both the ways, we are actually taking charge of our emotions, we are taking charge of our inner voice. And the most important affirmation I feel so is, many times we feel like, I want this, I want whatever my business or my life or other conditions, but if they are not relevant to me as my identity, they will not seep into my inner child and my inner subconscious. So for that same reason, what I think, the first affirmation should be that I am life and I want to live the best life. Because we think like I want this, I want this business, I want these relationships or whatever achievements. But it, we think like life is something which is happening over there in some other place. But it's not so. Life is right now. Life is happening to me right now, and I am in charge of this life, and I am in charge of my inner talk, my affirmations on a daily moment, and how I'm conditioning my inner voice and my affirmations in a very proper condition and responsible manner. So what do you say, Dr. Gaurav Gandhi, on this?
Yeah, absolutely. The power of affirmations. We have seen the power of affirmations actually in the Nazi area. Like, how did Adolf Hitler became the dictator? It was a wrong thing he did, but we can learn from that. Like, the only aim was to impart the Nazi philosophy or Nazi on the German crowd, or anti-Semitism concept on the crowd. So they keep on repeating the same swastikas flag, same things. Jews were the reason because you are suffering. Jews are power of repetition again and again and again, which that hypnotized the minds of German people, Deutschland, and this led to this. He became getting that power. So this was a wrong thing he did actually. But can't we learn from this the power of repetition?
Yeah.
So the goal is in repetition and how to repeat. I guess GK, you can guide us on whether it should be like before, like a doctor gives a prescription 3 times a day or how many times a day. What do you suggest about that?
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing, and I would take it as analogy. Do you know that everyone, whoever is listening, what happens when I call out your name? You stay back, right? And this very example I give in my boot camp. The moment you utter a word, imagine a word like a person. The moment you utter, it stays back in your life. And that's the reason. More you will repeat, it becomes stronger. It has more, value in your life. It has more impact and effect in your life. Choose such some word, what you are uttering, whether they should enter in your life or they should go away from your life. And that's the reason. Do you know that you should choose some word to completely ban in your life? You should not at all. Even in fact, a few personal development, if you we will go back during the time of COVID and pandemic, some spiritual masters and some evolved personality, they said that don't use these words again and again and again and again, because the more you will give attention to, there are chances they are going to enter into your life as well. They will stay back in your life. So let's not talk about it. They prescribe in this way. Okay, what you are prescribing, because the more you are describing, it means more you are prescribing that for you. And the more prescribing you are that for you, it means you are subscribing that for you. Let me repeat that. More you describe, more you prescribe, and that's the way you will get it subscribed. So choose your words, and repetition of those words, which is also known as affirmation, is going to impact you. We are trying to bring one output and one result for you in a different manner, with different flavor, with different mind, with different ideas. Over to you, Abhishek, to add some more insight on it.
Yeah, this is so powerful, right? So, all of the listeners who are listening and they haven't experimented with affirmations as yet, I like you basically to pick one area of your life and how you want it to change, right? Write one sentence about that area of life which is going to be true, right? And you're not sure whether it's going to be true, but you desperately want it, right? Repeat those words to you, a sentence, perhaps a few words. Repeat in your minds a number of times and see it actually happening in your life, right? See it's actually happening. See, get insight and vouch for the emotions that it is generating, right? So whenever you're saying that set of words, just see for the emotions, right? Feel happy about it, that you are actually manifesting, or actually that is happening to you in your real life, right? And then make a point, be consistent for some time, just rest after you have done it, little bit, give a gap, then again come and repeat it back again. See, even if you do, just decide for 1 minute or 2 minutes every day, on a particular day, you will see by the end of the evening how you are feeling. Are you feeling more closer to the goals? If you are, even if you are getting little bit closer to your goals than what you had set in the mornings, your job is done. A 1% shift in your attitude will make a lot of difference in long time.
Yes.
Okay?
Okay.
That's what is the power of affirmations is.
Yes.
Yeah, friends. So
Yeah.
please add on this.
Yeah, so wonderful the points we are coming up through this discussion. And by this discussion, there are four important affirmations which have come up. Okay, so the first affirmation is I am life and I am aware of my life every moment. Okay, so the second affirmation is I want to live my best life in all parameters. Okay, the third affirmation is I don't blame or complain about any person or life circumstance in my life whatsoever. And the fourth one is I am responsible for my life outcome 100%. So, what do you have to say about this, Dr. Gaurav Gandhi, on these four affirmations which have come out through this discussion over here?
Yeah,
These are
these
the
are very amazing.
primordial affirmations.
Yeah. Amazing affirmations, Dr. Ashish. Or we can, some people must be going through some things in their life, so they can also alter it. But can we give some general guidelines? Like, it should be always in the present tense, like I am doing it right now. It shouldn't be like I'm planning to do or I have done it, right? You have to feel it in the moment right now. So persons can use anything, like, and there should be more emotions attached to it, like how you can actually attach some words or adjectives or adverbs which will make you feel something, something like this marketing people do, like some juicy words. These really help you to bring those emotions inside you. So it's amazing thing. And one more thing I can advise is that whatever, like 10 affirmations you write, record it in an audio, uh, add a slight music if you want, and keep it on, like in the morning, as soon as you wake up and before night. Keep that on a loop. Even if you're working, keep it on a loop. Even if you don't pay attention, they are going to get registered, isn't it?
Yes.
GK, yeah.
That's a
Gaurav,
brilliant example. So let me quickly decode for our audience whatever we have heard so far. Is it okay if you are loving it? Put some love, some heart for all of us. We would love you back for this. You are amazing. You are getting a lot of goodies from here. And how we are going to support you to, simplify this more in detail. Whatever has been just now spoken is that if everything you utter is the affirmation, repetition becomes the reality, then why not to affirm or repeat something which you really want to achieve as a goal? And because of that, Dr. Gaurav Gandhi was telling, if you want to really achieve some goal in any area of your life, be it your related to physical fitness, business fitness, or mental fitness, or dental fitness, or relationship fitness, in any area of fitness, then what you can do is that, so choose a set of some words, make a statement in present tense, present definite tense. Okay, not that I will be doing that or I will do that. Make it simple present tense. For example, what I was doing yesterday, I came from a retreat. I happened to meet with one of the doctor, and that doctor was unable to walk well. He was using stick to walk, and I was the person who was trying to drop him at his door. We were returning from breakfast. So what I did is, while we were walking, his mind could have thought anything else. Okay, so the door is that far, distance is that much. So I gave him a thought, while you were walking, can you just repeat in your mind, I stand tall, I walk tall, and I I stand tall, I walk tall, and I remain healthy and tall. Just like simple set of words, and yeah. So what he did, he started speaking that I stand tall, I walk tall, I stand tall, I walk tall, and he felt the strength in his legs. So if it is something related to that, for business, what you can do is that business, you want to attract money, then continue to speak. Some said, say, for example, if you want to make 7 lakhs per day, how would you say that? I know that initially it is impossible, or it will be easy for those who are making somewhere 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs daily. So how they can utter that? I I allow myself, or I love receiving 7 lakhs rupees daily, easily, consistently, and smoothly. Isn't it very powerful and very easy? So more you will repeat yourself, your mind will get convinced. Dr. Gaurav Gandhi was talking about RAS, reticular activating system. What is that? That is the filtering mechanism between your subconscious mind, where your repetition and affirmation is getting stored, plus what your conscious mind is looking at the near world. Arey, ye to nahi ho raha. Something is not happening. And what is seeding inside your subconscious mind. And your reticular activating system will try to amplify from its subconscious mind to its conscious mind scene, and filter what is supposed to come more and more. The more is sitting in subconscious mind, it will get filtered by your RAS, reticular activating system, try to bring back in the side, and will try to amplify. I know it requires more simplification. I will come back to you, but let's again give some pointer or some insight to be heard from Abhishek. Abhishek, over to you.
Yeah, I'll just say simple, very simple thing. Friends, don't discount anything until you have tried it.
Can you repeat that, Abhishek?
Don't try, don't discard anything. Don't just simply don't do it mentally and just, oh, no, it's not work for me. Just try it and then leave. That's what I'm saying. And I have a very powerful quote that I've been following it for many years, is that all knowledge is rumor unless it is in your muscles, right? All knowledge is rumor unless it is in your muscles. So friends, I'll invite you to practice it, to take it to the level of your muscles, right? And then the things will work for you. Many people feel that, okay, I learned this, I studied this, and this is not working. The thing is, the knowledge is there, but have you imbibed it? Have you made it atmasat kiya hai kya tumne usko, right? Has it become a part of you? And when you do that, you will see the results. Sure of it, right? Thank you. Right? That's what I.
So there's one wonderful juice of wisdom which is coming out through all this talk over here. And as I said, the primordial affirmations, and as Gaurav Kumar also shared, some more affirmations on all several aspects of our life. We should be hearing to, we should be recording it and then playing it and listening to that in our own voice, as Dr. Gaurav Gandhi said. And this is going to be the life changer for us. And we might also share some affirmations to you. You could find it in the link or the description if possible. And this will be very powerful for our audience, because this is not affirmations which is from the textbook. It is from our daily knowledge, and it's from our daily actions and how we have got the outcomes. So Dr. Gaurav Gandhi, what do you have to add to this?
Absolutely, and we all do keep our journals. We can start writing it again and again. And I also, if you see, I don't know, I'll show you my walls. Write words on the walls, some sentences. Let them be there. Let them talk to you. Even if you come and sit, they're talking to you. They are getting registered. And guys, in some months, it starts happening. I don't know how it happens, but it happens. I've written just a simple word, a business term called replicate, turnkey, scale. And my business is scaling up. My business is getting replicated on autopilot mode right now. I don't know. I had just written this like 5 months before. And now the same thing is happening. So use the power of this. It's very important. And you need to, as I told you in the last talk we had, we had been not so well reparented. So we need to raise our adult self. For raising adult self, we were not told those sentences and words which we should have been told. So why don't we do some mirror work? Why don't we go in the mirror and start talking to ourselves with that, something like beautiful eyes of, like how Shah Rukh Khan talks, like, some with some love, yeah, with some love. Can't we talk to ourselves? So we need to do the mirror work and write down, guys, write down. That's from my side. Yes, GK.
Yeah, awesome. That's super duper awesome, I would say. Now, because this is a very vast topic, a very sensitive topic, I would say. So far, what we have understood, you are repeating, even if you are not aware, you are repeating something in your life. You watch your life back, okay, review it. What incident has been repeated? That has been repeated because you have repeated that in mind earlier. If you're not aware, start watching your thoughts, what you are repeating. And if you get convinced, okay, something is getting repeated, then why don't you repeat some new set of statements like Dr. Gaurav Gandhi was telling? If you are ready to repeat some new set of statements, let us come back to you with the new set of statements. Say, for example, just now I gave you one example for, money. Another example, if I would like to give you one quick affirmation that you can repeat and you can see the impact. Businesses and any professional are suffering with the time crunch. They can't be available at multiple places at one time. Then why can't you affirm well with your availability or your time management? In fact, what I do, I say that time chases me, time is my beloved, and she needs to wait for me. Time chases me, time is my beloved, I am always ahead of it. Simple. Okay, you can create your own set of statement, continue to repeat that, and you see that you become the time expert, you become the time manager. Okay, over to you, Abhishek, if you want to share some useful statement or useful affirmation.
So I like to say a very simple thing, friends, that as Dr. Ashish has said, that you are alive. That is the most important thing. And the second thing is, as long as you're alive, everything is possible, right? I'll just say this, and because everything is possible, right? So when you have these two things with you, that I am alive and everything is possible, this is a statement in itself is very strong. This has worked for me for many years now, right? And I look for the possibility. My mind has been framed into thinking of what's possible now. Where do we go from ahead? It leads me to so many wonderful states of life. So what's possible now? What I can do? What can happen? All those kind of things. It gives me a momentum, right, to go and work out. And I hope try it out. See it's works for you or not. Right? That's one I think. I don't want to lead on many things, but this is one thing. I'm alive and it's possible. Right? Focus on the possibility. That will give you so many things. That's it.
Absolutely. Yeah, Ashish.
Yeah, and in the end, how it is like all this should lead to a successful life and a fulfilled and an achieved life. And yesterday only, I had a very deep loss in my life. My very best pal from my college, I lost him, and it was a very soulful, deepening moment for me. And this is what actually came out. All these affirmations and these thoughts actually came out from this event, that I am my life and I am aware of my life, because this is a very beautiful thing which we have got. We cannot afford to be unaware of this thought. We cannot afford to be aware and get identified with some temporary things, some temporary life circumstances, some temporary achievements, some temporary projects, or some temporary people. We have to be aware of me as my life. This is the most important thing in our life. And if we are aware of this, affirmations are the most important thing. And coming to the final conclusions of all this, Dr. Gaurav Gandhi, what do you have to say about all these talks?
Yeah, beautifully summarized. One more technique I just can give, and can we again just again I do I in the ahead episode. There's a concept called lofty questions. So I use lofty questions a lot. Like I will give you an example. Like why do I always keep getting money so easily in my bank? Why, man? Every time, like every time I get money so easily, but why? It's a trial. You can just like fool your brains by asking some questions like, see, generally we talk that, oh my God, my finances are not getting like, like I'm managing my finances. They're not getting so easily for me. But the brain doesn't know whether it's true or false. Can't you trick your brain? Who has stopped you from doing it? Ask lofty questions. We will also add some lofty questions in the in some PPT or slides. Yeah, yeah, GK.
Yeah, thank you so much. So you were listening about the affirmation, as Gigi said, Gaurav Gandhi said that about the lofty question. There are variety of affirmation we will be talking in the future. Like affirmation comes with self-talk, Q&Q, lofty question, and there are more variety of it. We will be focusing on them as well. But stay tuned because lot of value are going to come on your way. You were listening to all of us and hope we have added some value. I would love hear some question from you and would appreciate you ask more question because we have laid out this talk in a way that you should be few things should be questioning yourself. You should come back with the question, hey, why did you say that? What were the meanings of it? Because we wanted to answer those questions, and there won't be any point if you won't ask any question and we don't come back with the answer. So yeah, that's it. So we will, before we wrap up, we have to say one word, each one of us, and then we will just wrap it up. Abhishek, one word from you. What do you feel like saying for
Yeah,
entire show?
to me, it's powerful.
Powerful. Okay, Dr. Ashir, what do you want to say? What do you feel like
This is
saying?
next level stuff. Next level.
Next level.
Next
Dr.
level.
Gaurav Gandhi, what do you feel like saying?
Affirm it. Affirm it. What you want. Affirm it.
Affirm it. I would say repeat it. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. You were listening to Mastermind Master Talk. Love, light, blessing from all of us, and will encourage more question, more interaction from you. Take care and subscribe to us.